What's going on, guys? Greg Styes, and today we're reviewing the Evo V gloves. Here they are right here. They look good. This is continuing our series of the new trend, which is these molded foam backhand gloves. We've now done the SDX, the Nike, the Maverick, Warrior Evos, and then we're going to be waiting on the String Kings, and also Evo Shield, I think, has a pair that they're going to roll out. So everyone's jumping on the train. Warrior, the latest to do so. So this is the Evo V. Costs 180 bucks. That's the going rate for all of these. First off, they have, like I was trying to do my research, like 100 tech terms that went into this. They gave a tech term to everything. So I'm going to read them down for you. Impact LT Foam, Total Flex Cuff, Pro Palm Plus, True Vent, War Tech Liner. Okay, so I just said those, so I don't have to say them while I'm talking about the things because they're hard to remember. And I don't even know what a War Tech Liner would be. I guess it's maybe some sort of a military application. I'm not really sure. So looking at these gloves, I think the initial thing that I noticed is I really like the look. I like how they have this broken up geometric top hand. I like the vents through it. I like the dark like chrome iridium finishes. I like these vents down here. So I do like the look, and compared to like the Maverick, which is very linear down the fingers, I think looks a little too like fingery. That's a technical term to use. So I like how this one breaks it up kind of like on a diagonal, and it also has a lot of finger bends. So this is 9 finger sections up from 7. I was still playing when there was only 1 finger section. SDX gloves I had when I was in high school did not have any finger bends. So we went from 0 to 9 in about 20 years. So maybe someday we'll see just not, I don't know what the next thing would be. This seems to be pretty much the most finger sections you can get without having these little pieces be like too flimsy. So high flexibility on the fingers. These things are extremely mobile. Also, I think it's something I noticed about this one, it has much more natural curvature than a lot of these other molded foam gloves. I think the issue with the molded foam is the way it's manufactured. It's kind of pressed out, injection molded, more flat. This has, and I think it's all one piece, a ton of curvature around compared to the Maverick, which has a much more flat look. So it definitely hugs your hand and feels a little bit better right when you put it on. But the other thing I noticed is that they're heavy. They felt heavy. I could definitely feel they were heavier than the Maverick Shift. So I put them on the scale. They are about 7 ounces, whereas for one glove, whereas the Maverick is about 5. That's a 40% increase, which is a lot. That you can definitely feel the weight. There's just a lot of material. They noted in the Total Flex Plus cuff that it's very flexible. I didn't find that to be the case. I think this is actually really thick on the cuff. Now I will say it has a good flare to it. So when you put it on, this is the wrong hand. When you put it on, it's not obtrusive because it has a lot of flare, but this is like a thick piece. So maybe for protection, that's good, but a lot of flare. They do have just a standard floating cuff with Velcro, which I have never liked having that done. I don't know, did you guys strap up the Velcro? No, so I like the Maverick, how it has the empty option, where this one, I don't have any like, either have it or it's just gonna flop around like this. Like the STX, you can, yeah, you end up with hard Velcro. The STX you could tuck back, so they have no other options other than to have this cuff Velcro. Not a deal breaker, but not my favorite thing.
Can you flip the cuff out?
I could hypothetically play it out, but then again, there's nowhere to put it. It's just like, has to be Velcroed. So I think they could have done for 180 bucks something a little better with the cuff. Magnets, flip, removable. I think these are all better options. And you can see how much thinner that Maverick cuff is than the Warrior. But again, not uncomfortable. The palm is nice. I like the finger ventilation. Has little grippies on it. Little ventilation there, solid X suede. Overall, this is a snug glove. This is a large. I wear large in every single glove, and you can definitely feel around this area. It's a little bit more constricting than the Maverick. The Maverick has a lot more space, so it depends on what you like. If you're a guy that likes your gloves to be really tight to your hand, the Evo is that. Across the backhand, it's much more snug. But if you have slightly bigger hands or you just don't like that super snug feeling, not for you. But again, that finger dexterity is best in class. So you can bend them all the way back, all the way forward, top-notch finger dexterity. The thumb is really nice too. Final thing I think they did a good job with is side finger protection. These are substantial, much better than what I've seen on other gloves. So on the outside of the pinky, outside of the index finger, you've got pretty good protection there, which is not that common. They did a better job with that. So I think that's pretty much all I had. Overall, I like them if you can get past the weight and a little bit of that bulky feeling, but I think they look sharp. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's one of the best looking gloves. So we're gonna continue, and at the very end, we'll do a breakdown of what we think is the best molded foam glove in 2025 once they are all available. The String King will be the next one. I think that'll be a cool wild card. I'm hoping they can come up with something lower than 180 because all these at 180 is a pretty expensive glove. So thanks for watching. Leave any questions you have down in the comments. We'll be happy to answer them. Stay tuned for our next review. We're gonna try and get the is it called the Evo? What's the new helmet called?
Burn.
Burn. We're gonna try and get the Burn helmet as well to round out some reviews for you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
I think that's Warrior's MO almost.
This is already coming off.
Heavy